calling. The tape is stuck. Hits from the 70s are haunting our truck. Dungeon calling. You call that a plan? Take the goats downtown and man. Dungeon calling. It's an 80s cliche, but these walkie-talkies are making my day. Dungeon calling. You came in that truck? I guess our heroes just don't give a care. Dungeon calling. We start to consult. Maybe the answer's kidnap an adult. Dungeon calling. Time for voting. Tommy takes
Bonjour, listeners, and welcome to Dungeon Calling, a D&D podcast of middle school trauma and tiramisu levels of layered role-playing. This is our Cogni Kids adventure. It's a story about 80s kids finding danger and excitement in their New England hometown. Josh, I'm glad that you are still enjoying this. It's a super good sign. I'm into it. You should know that while the humor and the heroes will be juvenile, the language will technically be adult. And let me introduce...
Hoochie Coochie!
the Goofs. Here are the Goofs. All right, Josh, do it.
Hi, I'm Josh, and I'm playing Randall this evening. I'm a human druid.
And Rachel?
Hello, this is Rachel, and I play Kim Ray, a gnomish monk.
And Sean?
Hi, I'm Sean. I play Tommy Akers, the schoolyard bully turned musical theater wimpy guy.
And Tony?
I'm Tony. I'm playing Geddy the Wiz Turner, and I'm a video game and party magic loving future half-elf sorcerer.
And I will be your DM and the bricklayer of Cogni, Ken. All right, so first things first. Rachel.
Yep.
What you got brewing tonight?
Oh, switchback.
Ooh, nice.
Stand by.
It really is.
I got a First Republic misinformation
Fancy.
in honor of the election.
See what you did there. Topical.
Topical.
Too soon.
Too late.
I'm sure that little bit will last well, as someone listens to our podcast 4 years from now.
Yeah, there'll be another election. It'll be fine.
Exactly.
They're all the same.
All right, so last time we left you guys, you had done some book reports in Miss Johnson's English class, right? And also had been trying to figure out a way to go forward with Lance's quest of getting all of the scrap metal and tools out of the Colonial Cogni Smithy Forge.
And I believe our thoughts were a parade or stealing a truck.
Which are both fairly amazing.
I think there was a herd of goats were involved somehow as well.
There was definitely going to be some pack animals involved.
So I just wanted to say something, guys.
Oh, no. Oh, it's him.
I love this. Oh, we just officially became a very special episode.
Could you guys hold on for a second?
Who invited Randall?
I mean, I think you all did, technically. So I just want to talk about me being your leader. So I thought that being your leader would be like herding cats, which is something that's awesome, but it turns out it sucks. So I don't want to be in charge of you anymore. So I've resigned.
Is Randall having what adults call a stroke?
I've resigned.
Was Randall our leader? What the fuck?
That's the stroke aforementioned, I think.
And is he talking to the goats?
Maybe he's talking to the goats.
Okay, now this finally makes sense. Randall, however, we can support you in your stepping off of the goat board.
Fuck off.
All right, so I guess Tommy's taking over. It's a full frontal assault then, right?
Let's do it.
All right.
Do we have weapons?
Maybe Geddy should be in charge for the moment.
No, that's never a good idea.
Now, you guys had snuck over to look into the forge, right?
Yep.
Yep.
You had done that after school, is that correct?
Oh, yeah. We need to get home now.
Yeah, so it might be time to get home. One of the other things that you guys noticed that probably I didn't bring up properly last time was that there seemed to be people around. Colonial Cogni is a busy place, and there are both tourists and history presenters who are around just milling. So there's a lot of action going on. So this is not like a secluded area.
And do we think it's going to be busy even in the middle of the night or something like that? Cause we could try like a midnight raid or something, or a middle of the day parade. I guess those are our two choices.
Midnight raid tonight. We pretend we're on a ghost tour. They must have ghost tours. And then we sneak away from the tour. No, mate, maybe that doesn't happen at midnight.
Randall, do they have ghost tours?
They did, but they were not very well attended because they were really, really boring.
They were about how there were no ghosts in Colonial Cogni.
Yes, they would start to tell a story, and then they would say, however, we could not find any proper citations on that, so that's the end of the story. It was pretty rough.
Yeah, you guys were just going through ideas for moving metal.
Yeah, we sneak out at night and we come back here, right?
I need to officially say, like, I'm not on board with this at all in terms of what's his butt. He kind of comes across as a dick to me for asking us to do this, but I recognize that I'm a member of this party and there's sometimes going to be things that I disagree with, but I just need to deal with it.
I would say that's most of the time, really.
It's like with colonial underwear.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I was going to try and make it an episode where those panties didn't make it into the show, but...
Oh, these?
God damn it.
So, Randall, I'm just here so I don't get fined. And more specifically, I'm just here so you guys don't burn anything down.
What?
That's fair.
Sounded very judgmental.
Southern man don't want 'em around anyhow. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. So it seems like that shit in the basement that we're looking through the window there is really heavy, right? So I don't see us carrying that stuff out of there unless my imagination's a lot lighter than my eyes, you know?
Is that a phrase?
It is now. Can't believe I ate the whole thing. My imagination was bigger than something. I don't know. So maybe Mike has, not a street legal, but at least an operational truck of some sort.
Oh,
that
I'm
we
sure.
Oh.
And I'm sure we're qualified to drive it through town to get to, our victim's location.
Let's steal a truck.
Well, no, we're going to borrow the truck.
What?
We don't have to double down.
Look, chaotic is as chaotic does. It's time.
I think stealing Mike's truck is pretty much the best idea I've ever heard.
He'll not notice. I guarantee that.
Yeah. And then when they find his tread marks, it'll all work out.
That's true. I believe all of his tire patterns are on file at the local.
Well, and none of the tires match, so it's probably okay.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to tell which vehicle it was.
So I might be able to, work that out tonight if we wanted to meet somewhere.
Yes.
Mike's usually unconscious pretty early in the evening, so I could do my best to find keys or something.
How long before the... No, that's not going to work. I was thinking we could do it after the performance, but our parents might come to that, and that would make this complicated.
No, that's not going to be a problem.
I think it might not work for some of us. I don't want to go into details why, but...
Don't you think that'd be too much pressure for one evening? Like a show and then a dark op?
I mean, that's high stakes.
Oh, no, my God, you're right. We could do it while the play is going on, and then we have an alibi.
We each need to have two dates that don't know about the other one at the same time.
Oh my God, we'll call it Ocean's Point 7.
So bad.
Okay, so I think it sounds like a nighttime is the right time. And do we think we could sneak out tonight?
Oh, yeah. What's the phase of the moon?
Whoa.
I don't know. Whatever it is, fortune favors the brave, says Sean as he's pulling yogurt out of his hair, literally.
Ew.
No, it's good for your follicles, I heard.
It's an anti-aging regimen for sure.
Is it at least strawberry?
Yes, it is strawberry. Yes.
Oh, delicious.
Then it's a win-win.
I mean, if you leave some in, it'll just make more.
Oh, brilliant.
So do we want to try tonight, or do we want to give us a couple days to kind of nail this shit down?
What is there to nail? Do it.
So I know that's what you and Kim are going to say.
Sounds good.
Geddy, how are you on the pro or con nailing?
I'm a little overwhelmed by this whole thing because I'm in for the mission and we're gonna do this, But like usually our tomfoolery, like the worst we've done so far is one potential, garbage pile homicide.
I think technically Kim didn't kill that guy.
No, it was potential.
It was attempted.
Don't forget underwear theft.
Oh God, I was trying to.
Yeah, underwear theft is probably a misdemeanor though.
Man,
Yeah.
But
dude, you seriously, you've got that in your pocket for so long, and you have no idea what that thing was rubbing up against
It's so clean.
those hundreds of years ago when it was made.
Is underwear theft called jock lifting?
Oh, now it is. If we get caught, like,
We're not gonna get caught.
so we're not going to get caught driving a pickup truck.
That is unlikely to have a muffler, by the way.
So we're not going to get caught driving a super amplified pickup truck onto private property at night that's probably guarded with some sort of security system and stealing potentially thousands of dollars worth of...
Wait a minute. How precious do you think this medieval reenactment center is? Are you going to have like laser beams across the robots patrolling?
I mean, Wiz totally thinks there are, right? For sure.
Oh, we're definitely coming down by wire from the top.
They haven't invented that stuff yet.
am I gonna have to acrobatics my way under the lasers? Because
Yeah,
I mean, doesn't that sound cool?
Sounds amazing, but
it does sound kind of awesome. And I guess, jail is probably like an orphanage in a way.
We're not going to jail. We're underage. We're borrowing a truck from a family member. We're good.
I'm on board. That was it.
So,
That's all I needed.
Okay, I have another idea. We make this the long con, and then we just sneak in and grab one piece of metal and leave
Every day.
every day until we're done.
oh, how about we dig a tunnel?
Oh my God. We don't have time for all this.
There's an episode of MASH where Corporal Klinger is slowly sending a Jeep home by doing that exact thing one part at a time. It's my favorite show.
Guys, I'm loving all these ideas. These are all great. So, like, maybe we could do a little of each.
Oh, there.
I'll dig 3 feet of a tunnel. That's going to come in handy.
So seriously, like the truck, it ain't going to be any good for sure. So what if we drive it to the boundary and don't try to drive it right on the
I
property?
think that's a good idea.
Okay.
And then use the goats or something to travel what we need all the way to the truck,
I don't know that a goat can carry that much more than we can.
And they might eat it too.
Yeah, they're notorious.
Well, but Randall, you had some sort of connection with these animals that
This is true.
last time you sort of guided them almost perfectly.
Oh, yeah, there's probably a little wagon around, and I put all the goats attached to it, then that would work, kind of.
How long do you guys think it will take us to like empty this thing out? Knowing that we need to do lots of little trips over to the
Wagon.
The wagon?
wagon. Yeah.
Or do you mean over to the pickup truck?
Over to the pickup, yeah. What I'm basically trying to figure out is would the goats be better as pack animals? Or Randall, could you like Pied Piper them out somewhere and basically let them loose downtown and then all the people here will have to go get the goats? That would buy us a window of theft time.
I mean, I think that's a very good idea because it involves a lot of goat time, and that's really that's my priority here. So yeah, I'm down.
So truck close enough to make it practical and goats to make it fun?
Goat convoy.
Sounds like date night to me.
Wait.
Wait, what?
If the goats are successful enough, Randall, is there a way for the truck to drive right up to the shop? Because we would probably unload it super fast.
Yeah, so there are roads and pathways that connect all the buildings of Colonial Cogni, and they are big enough for a modern vehicle to drive on there. And sometimes at night or when there are important things that are going on, they will drive modern vehicles on those paths. So it is possible for you to get a modern vehicle in there. However, it's not a regular thing. It's not like they patrol at night in cars, or it's possible, but not often that happens.
Got it.
Oh yeah! With the devil! Freaking running with the devil! I think we're doing it. I think that we have the plan. The plan is I'm going to get the goats out of here and bring them downtown. And then somebody's going to call and say, oh my God, there are goats downtown, right? We need to sell that, don't we?
Oh, yeah. Anonymous goat call. I'll do that.
Call the goat line.
I love it.
Which one of you guys can do the best goat voice?
Oh my God.
Okay.
We're safe. We're out of the corral.
We're going to McDonald's. And then you guys are going to drive in there. You're going to get all the shit that you can fit in that garbage truck.
Awesome.
And then you're going to run for it.
So we should have the two strongest guys with me, right? So me and Kim.
100%. Yes.
High five.
Yeah, excellent.
Do we have walkie-talkies? Do any of us have walkie-talkies?
Ooh, that's a great idea.
I feel like we would have used them already if we had them.
We need to get that for our list of adventuring in town.
We really do. Also, it's the 80s, so like everybody has them.
I was going to say, I feel like one of us would have them.
Maybe your older brothers?
Yes. Peyton and Eli probably have walkie-talkies.
The best.
You know they do. They absolutely do.
They probably do to this day.
They say goodnight over walkie-talkie into each other's rooms.
Every night.
Sorry you got cut.
I still think I could throw that football over that mountain. Okay, so we come back with the walkies that you got,
Right.
and we do it to it.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, I got to go home anyway because, like, pretend I'm home, right?
Yeah, and we got to get as much rest as we can and warm up our backs because it's really easy to strain a hammy when you're lugging pig iron.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that seems fair.
So I want to get Mike all super liquored up, so I start mentioning Ronald Reagan and stuff. Get him all worked up. Get him unconscious as fast as possible.
It goes without a hitch. You know exactly what to do. Mike takes to the sauce and quickly falls asleep directly after the Franks and beans.
I got to know what Mike's feelings about Ronald Reagan are.
Oh, he's strongly against him.
Okay.
He's too soft a liberal panty waist.
That's helpful.
I hear that.
He wants President Ollie North.
Dare to dream.
So search him for keys, search the peg with the screws of all different shapes and sizes
Yeah.
where all the random keys are.
Truck keys are right there, right where they are normally the ones that use most often, so they're right on top, easy to find.
Sweet. And then I try to sneak out of there and start the truck up and get off.
Not much sneaking needed. You just walk out,
Oh, true, yeah.
close the door.
Slam!
You want to turn the lights off?
No.
Leave the lights on?
It would draw attention because it'd be different.
Oh, fair enough. And then you're out and into that truck. All right, Sean, this is an important element of the night.
Yeah.
How many times have you driven this truck?
Once.
Okay.
And I wasn't really driving it. It was going down a hill and the parking brake was off of it.
Yeah. Sounds right.
So good.
So I guess never with the engine on.
Okay.
So I got it. I've seen it done. And you push some buttons and shit.
Yeah, totally. All right, cool. All right, so it sounds like you are going to do this without a proficiency bonus.
Yeah, I suppose.
But sounds like to start it up and stuff, we're going to use do a roll with an intelligence bonus added. And then,
Oh, a dual roll meaning I get to pick the higher one or the lower one?
no, do a roll, not dual roll.
So that would be a 9.
9, okay.
I mean, I think that's about how well I drive regularly.
Getting it started is it's a little more complicated than you thought. So something is stopping the key from engaging. So it'll turn just a little, like a half a click or something, but it won't go all the way forward. The engine isn't like turning over or making any sounds or anything.
I yank the wheel back and forth and jam my foot on the clutch. Well, the clutch is the one on the far right?
Cool. Okay. Give me another roll. Let's see how it goes.
Oh, that's much better. A 2.
That sounds about right.
Okay, so it does. Moving the wheel back and forth sort of allows the key to turn more fully forward, and it just roars to life, but then almost immediately cuts right out.
Gee, that's fucking crazy. What the hell's wrong with this stupid thing? Works great when Mike's stumbling home. So, yeah, I guess I will take my foot off the clutch on the right and put it on the clutch on the far left.
Okay.
And then try it again now that I have the key going.
All right. Let's see. Give it a roll.
That's better. 16.
Oh man. All right. It's a little rough at the start, but then it starts up. You got this truck running.
This driving stuff is so easy, man.
Yeah.
Totally easy. Totally easy.
All right, so it's a stick shift, of course, because, we ain't Japanese liberals. But,
Why they gotta be Japanese?
You know why.
It's the 80s.
so I got to contend with that, and it kind of grinds going into second, not first. Grinds going into second, I remember.
But luckily, it's sloppy enough that really you don't have to do too much with that clutch. You just got to sort of like give her the slide on, and she'll engage in as long as you're not pushing that gas too hard.
All right. Oh, the far clutch. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Do you want me to roll for shifting and getting out?
No, I think you can sort of like,
All right.
Feel your way out through and get started and
Sweet.
start right down the road. This is a pretty intense moment for you. You're the most powerful maybe you've ever been.
And of course, the radio turns on immediately as blaringly loud, "Sweet Home Alabama."
Yes. And so it will invariably be all hits from the 70s.
Yes.
Mega hits from the 70s tonight as you drive this truck. This is great.
Well, it's because the tape's stuck in there. You can't take it out with a screwdriver.
Amazing. All right. So give me one dexterity roll, no proficiency. And let's see.
So that'd be a 4.
Oh my God, Sean. Sean.
It's Thomas.
Okay.
Sean, it turns out you could hit the broadside of a barn.
All right. So
Thinking I don't like this dice.
where were you headed on this first leg of the trip?
Well, I was heading down the hill through the woods, and there's a lot of like twists and turns. It's a dirt road.
Yep.
Before we get to the dump, and then I have to drive past the dump into the town.
Yep.
So I was doing downhill on the twists and turns there.
Downhill on the twists and turns, and you made the first one okay, starting to feel a little more confident. Made the second one okay. We're feeling like way more confident, letting the speed pick up a little, and then as you go to make the third one, you didn't really cut quite appropriately. The front tire started to go off the ridge of the curb there, and then that dragged your back passenger side tire off the curve, and you went off the road into the brush and stopped by a tree. Truck is dead in the water here.
Great.
It's still running. There's a good crease in the front.
Well, he won't notice that. So I guess I got to put it into R and see if I can get myself back on the road.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Yeah, you got it in you. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. I can step on that pedal for all I'm worth here. Here we go. So that would be a 13.
Hey.
Oh my God.
Solid.
You have to like chirp the tires little by little to back it up off this little bit of a ravine that you've been on and get it back up on the road. But you're able to negotiate it sort of carefully. And when you're paying a little more attention, things go a little more smoothly and you're back up onto that road.
All right. So this is going to be just between you and me, I think.
Yeah.
No need to mention this to the others.
No, I would never bring this up.
The soul of discretion.
All right. I appreciate it.
That was weird.
I love the idea that the DM is actually like a voice in Tommy's head that he talks to.
That's the big reveal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me, lads. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me, lads. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me.
Who's your first stop? Where are you headed first here?
Well, I guess if I was logical, I'd just go wherever was first. But since I'm not, I'm just going to whoever I think of first. So
Of course.
I'll do Kim first and then the two wimps.
Right. That sounds right.
So dead weight.
And our plan is you pick me up at the end of the cul-de-sac that my family lives on, not right at the door.
Sure, and I won't honk my horn because you'll hear me.
Right. I know you're coming.
All right, and then is that the same cul-de-sac sort of nearby the Frog Culvert? What is it called? Frogtown?
Oh, yeah. Pretty close to Frogtown.
All right.
And is it close to Mikey's house?
No,
Not super close, no.
Okay.
but not too far.
I mean, you could make a stop at Mikey's house. Maybe we need him for backup.
If you need a distraction.
Yeah, or watch.
Oh my God, that should have been the distraction.
All right, so Kim, how do you get out of the house?
Okay, well, first I am going to find walkie-talkies.
Okay.
So, let's see. What time of night is it? Like, would my family be asleep yet, or is it?
You tell me.
Well, let's see. I'm going to say that, like, Dad's up watching TV, maybe with my oldest brother, downstairs in the family room. But everybody else has sort of, like, gone off to their rooms.
Okay.
So I think there's walkies in the garage.
Yep.
Where my brothers leave stuff all the time because they're just pigs. And I am going to... Well, I always use that window trick, but I have a feeling my mom's on to me now with that one.
Is it the fact that it's nailed down? Did that give it away?
The window's all nailed shut. I think that I can kind of quietly just tiptoe through the house to the garage. And my dad and Peyton have the TV up pretty loud. They're watching Enter the Dragon again.
Oh, man, nice.
So I think that this
Do a
is...
willpower check to walk by without watching.
Right? Yeah. So I think it's a good time to just quietly slip into the garage and get out that way as opposed to going through a door of the house.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds good. I think I'm going to need a stealth roll here.
Yeah, I figured.
With advantage. Because
Oh.
listen, they're going to be paying a lot of attention.
Yeah, right? Like, this is the perfect time to go. Hey, I just rolled a 24.
Holy shit.
This is old hat to you. That you have done this 1,000 times plus one. So you know which stairs not to step on. You know how to land on the carpet so that it doesn't make a noise. You know that if you cut really close to the handrail that they won't be able to see you from that spot in the living room. And you are down, and you also oiled up the hinges on the door so that as you walk out, it's like smooth and just a very slight pull and gentle turn of the knob is enough to reset it, and no one would ever have known you were there.
And I find walkie-talkies.
Yeah, they're in there.
I don't try them right now because I don't want a loud noise to happen.
Okay.
And far off in the distance, you hear, brum, brum, run
Yeah.
in with the devil!
Yes.
Yes, amazing. All right, so then
Once I'm in the driveway, I just like run.
book it.
I'm just like flat out. Yeah.
All right, cool. Sprint down to the cul-de-sac, and there's Tommy in a maybe a little more beat up truck than you had sort of imagined. But it's rumbling along, and there he is, sitting in the cab in the dark, with no lights on inside the cab, so
Nice.
it's totally black.
Yeah.
There's a truck waiting for you.
I just like swing on in. I'm just like door open, like pulling myself up, ready to go.
All right.
Passenger seat.
It's a pretty big climb up for you, because you're a little bit smaller.
You know what? Yeah, but I'm spry.
Yeah, oh no, absolutely. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
It's just you're getting a sense of the scale of the thing. This is a big truck, and Tommy looks a little bit small in there, but he's in his element.
All right. And when I get into the trunk, I high five Tommy and I just shout, "Let's rock and roll!"
Yes. Oh my God.
All right. So, and I've taken some of Mike's chaw from the glove box and I've been testing it. And I'm desperately trying not to throw up right now.
Are you swallowing instead of spitting?
Yeah, I've had like half a can already and my stomach's killing me.
Gross.
Tommy, just think about Chuck Norris. Let him be your inspiration. You're going to get through this.
All right, I have to get another beer before we keep going. I'll be right back.
Oh, me too. I'll be right back as well.
Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me.
All right, so Tommy, who's next?
So I guess it's the magic user next. He can do spells and shit, so he can like hide our truck, I bet.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna argue on that one.
All right, Wiz.
And then after that, we'll pick up the one who says no to everything.
All right, Wiz, how are you getting out of the house this evening?
It's pretty easy because I'm not like a high value target in the house. There are so many other kids running around, and I'm generally really good and I'm often just sort of like doing my own thing, either playing a game or reading a magic book. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna like close my door and they're gonna assume I'm like listening to the radio or doing whatever, and I should be good to go.
I thought you were going to say it was going to be easy because you throw something on the ground, there's a poof of smoke, and you're gone.
I run into the living room right in front of both of them. I'm like, ha-ha!
I've been practicing for this.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are able to sneak out without really too much attention. It sounds like all of the things are set for you to be able to get out there. Where have you arranged to be picked up?
Sort of similar to what Kim did, like a safe distance down the street.
All right, and then what's it like when you hear the rumble of this truck idling and come up to it in the dark?
I've heard Uncle Neil talk about this thing he has called an ulcer, and I feel like maybe that's like I'm starting to experience that now because my stomach acid is like really crazy and I'm burping a lot. And I think maybe I'm not super psyched about all this and I'm fucking terrified. And the fact that that truck is so fucking loud and everyone's going to hear us driving like from 5 miles away. Oh my God. And they're listening to Satan music too.
Satan underwear music.
Oh my God. My aunt would freak out. I'm going to have to do so many Hail Marys.
All right, so you arrive at the truck.
What religion are you? It just keeps sort of shifting.
He's a snake handling, I believe.
So as you get to the truck, it's dark in the cab. It's idling where you expect it to be. How are you getting into this truck? How's it going to work?
Is there room for me in there, you guys?
Oh, yeah, it's tons of room. It's like a double-seater, and there ain't no seatbelts to get in the way.
Awesome.
He actually took them out.
Oh, yeah. They were like slapping you in the face every time you went over a bump. So, fuck that.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh my God. Guys, I hope we don't total party kill on this truck. This is really making me nervous.
This is the way it ends.
It's probably going to be fine.
I climb up on in.
All right, so you climb up on in. Kim, do you move over or do
Yeah.
you make him get in the middle?
No, I'll sit in the middle.
Okay.
I'll sit between them.
All right, cool.
Tommy, this thing's amazing.
Yeah, it's
Do you drive this a lot?
all the time, yeah. I was doing some off-roading earlier, so it worked out great.
Oh my God, you're so badass.
Totally is. I try not to throw up.
Yeah. Wiz, test this walkie-talkie with me.
Okay. Squelch. Feedback.
All right, they work.
Nice. One pair of working walkie-talkies. Tommy, you flick the lights on. They illuminate the road ahead of you, and you push the other clutch. And the truck begins to run.
All right, let's go get the goat whisperer. Vroom. I'm on a highway to hell. Highway to hell. A freaking highway to hell. I'm on a highway to hell.
All right, Randall.
Take it easy.
Amazing. All right, Randall, how'd you arrange to get out of the house tonight?
So I'm not as good at this as Kim is. I just made a deal with my older sister, and I said if she could cover for me, I would do her chores for 2.5 weeks. And she felt like that was maybe an okay deal. So while I'm in my room, she threw a pretty grade A tantrum full of anger and beseeching God and loud music and really like level 10. And my parents decided they had to intervene pretty solidly. And I just went out the front door while that was going on.
Out the front door while that was going on.
Well, they're back by her neck of the room. They're trying to talk her out of her room, but she is disinclined to respond.
Wow.
This is dramatic.
I was going to say that 2 weeks is a heavy price, but that sounds like she did the work.
Yeah, I probably owe her more like 3, honestly.
All right, I don't know, have you brought it up before? What's her name?
Her name is Claire.
Okay.
And we have a inconsistent relationship, I would say. But when bribery is involved, it tends to grease the wheels a little bit.
Okay, so
You know what? Maybe the garage is a better option. I'm going to be inspired by Kim's example, and I think maybe if I can head for the...
no, it sounds like you're being inspired by somebody's example who changed their fucking shit halfway through. Tough luck, Chiefo. Here we go.
All right.
I'm going to roll a performance check for your sister.
Okay.
She's going to get advantage because it sounds like it's something that she is adept at.
This ain't her first rodeo, Ken.
Exactly. But I didn't even know her name, so I didn't roll up a character for her. So we're just going to have to go on the gut on this one. Yeah. This is a barn burner. It got wild. So you are feeling pretty confident, and a straight shot down the hall and right into the foyer, and you are out the front door. And really, no one in that house would have noticed you leaving, even if they were watching you, because of what's happening on the other side of the house.
That is far too vulgar a display of power, Father Carrick.
I think she probably basically just picked a boy's name and is screaming about it right now. So, and it's one they never heard before, so they're on edge.
Yeah. All right. Great. So where have you been arranged to be picked up?
I'm like a block and a half away from my house because plausible deniability.
Okay. Just in your neighborhood, or what's it look like?
It's like one block, turn, one block. It's still my neighborhood, but maybe I don't know these kids as well, so maybe it's going to work out. It still looks pretty consistent. We're pretty burby over here, so you could go your own way. Go your own way. Did you guys change the tape?
Oh, Jesus. I can't even get this tape out.
Okay, you guys don't need to slow down. I can just grab on when you drive by.
Oh man, how does that
Oh my
look?
God, that's dangerous.
I'm just gonna grab a flop in the back. No, well, you should slow down a lot. Okay, I guess, let's be clear. You can be moving minutely.
So they definitely stopped for you.
Okay, then that's
and then
fine.
you come up to the side and you say, "You guys can keep moving," and they start to take off.
And then I say, wait, no, fucking slower. Move slower. An idol. You know what an idol is.
All right, and then you climb in the back of the bed.
Yeah, I try.
All right, you're in there. You can do that. You're a kid. All right, you flop down in the back of the bed.
Be careful, because there's about 4 or 5 year old firewood in the back there, so it's gonna be a little punky.
Wait, we need to put stuff in the back of the truck.
Oh yeah, we're gonna dump it out before we put it in, sure.
Okay. That sounds like a plan.
Just start chucking it while we drive.
Wait, hold on. That's like,
I'm super into this. I think this is good direction.
have you ever read any story that involved a trail of breadcrumbs going anywhere?
Listen, rotting firewood on the sides of the streets of Cogni is not going to raise anyone's attention. It is like a normal situation.
All right, you make a good point. I'm going to try to chuck it as far as I can as we go along. Wing, wing.
Save some in case we have any pursuers, okay?
Yeah, okay. I'll save a few for, I don't know, the bad guys get us.
Also, if we need a campfire for our short rest.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't know, 5-year-old wet beach. I don't know if it's gonna do anything for you.
Yeah, it is definitely squishier than you sort of imagined, Randall. So, one thing you might want to be aware of as Tommy drives, it is not necessarily like a smooth and proficient trajectory.
Oh, yeah.
Hey!
It's a little more pinballish as it moves along the road. So,
He even drives so much more badass than my parents do.
give me a deck save and let's just see how this goes.
Oh boy.
Okay.
You got this, Randall.
I got it. 12.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you almost fall out a couple times. But, like, it's not that big a deal. Like, you're mostly in. After the third time or so, you realize that if you just keep your center of gravity below the bed walls, you won't fall out. It'll be okay.
I'll just bounce against the bed walls with my head.
Yeah, and get hit a little bit. Not a problem.
Good.
It's no problem. Certainly, whatever you are wearing is unimaginably dirty at this point.
Yeah. That sounds right.
That's so good.
Yeah, but it's dark. You can't tell. You don't know.
Such a foolproof plan.
That's such a good plan. I love this plan.
So right. Take it easy. So right. Take it easy. So right. Take it easy. So right. Take
so you guys are all assembled. Avengers assemble.
Right.
So where are you guys going to approach the Colonial Cogni from?
So, Randall, is Colonial Cogni closed right now? Do you know? Like, is anyone going to be there?
Yeah, it's closed, but I've never been there like it's super late. They might have like a night watchman or the chimney inspector or something. I don't know.
Do people live there?
Oh, fuck, Randall, do people actually live there? Like, do the old-timey people actually live there at night?
You mean like ghosts? What the fuck are you talking about?
No, the colonials.
Yeah.
Oh, so the director actually lives in a house on site, but we can just avoid that. That should be fine. Nobody else lives here.
What about the owner of the underwear?
No, there are a couple people who live there, but you're right that it is generally the director and a couple of people, but it's very scattered and they're much on the periphery. They're not sort of in the heart. So
Gotcha. All right.
That sounds fine.
So is the first step to release the goat?
Yeah, I got to bring the goats downtown.
holy Moses.
And you have to say that too.
Please put that on a scroll. The first step is to release the goats.
Release the goats!
I feel like in terms of being sneaky about this, we should make it look like they chewed their way out, because I think that's what goats do.
Oh, I was just going to leave one of the gates like just slightly ajar, like some intern failed to do it tonight. And...
Okay, yeah, oh, that's good.
Okay.
Would that intern be you?
No, I'm whatever's below an intern.
Okay.
I'm an outturn. But okay, I'm going to head on into the... Oh, who's going to call this in?
I'll call.
Whoever had the goatiest voice.
Yeah, I got this.
Okay, you have to find a phone to do it, but I will walkie you guys when I'm in a good spot for the goats.
All right, so now he has one walkie and I have one walkie.
Okay, cool.
This is important.
So, Randall, when you get the goats to the point where they are, like, officially in distraction mode,
Yeah.
get away from those goats as fast as you can, because you don't want, like, you to be associated with the goating. Does that make sense? Or are the goats just going to follow you wherever you go?
I think we can part ways.
Okay.
I think it'll be okay.
I think once you part ways, the next best thing is, like, I'm so super scared that someone's going to find us doing this, so it might be worth, like, if you know where the adults usually are, if you can kind of act as watch, you might be more useful doing that than actually lifting things. Kind of like me.
Hey, Geddy, fuck you.
Oh, shots fired.
Also, you're probably right, so I'll go with that.
And Geddy, I don't know if you know, but you've probably named the episode and maybe a low-budget horror movie, The Goating.
Night of the goating.
All right, so let me go find some goats and make the magic happen.
You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way. Go your own way.
All right. So you obviously know where the goats are.
Yeah.
That's not a problem. They're right where you expect them to be.
This guy knows goats.
Yep.
Randall, you're going to get so many chicks if people find out about this.
Wait, which part?
The goating part? It's so badass.
I'm a little bummed that my farm wisdom sort of stops at what night goats are like.
They've got dead eyes, I can tell you that.
Night goats!
Like doll's eyes.
Oh no!
Oh my god, it's just got so much more terrifying. Randall, don't look at their eyes.
Are they gonna eat me? Yeah, alright, I'm gonna head on up to them, but try not to spook them. Be real quiet.
Okay.
Hey, goaties.
I think these night goats,
Hey, night goats.
you have a relationship. You guys are cool. Like, yeah, they're down.
Hey, guys. We're gonna go on a little trip. So, come on over with me, guys. Yeah, thank you, Roger.
That was Terrence.
You wouldn't know it. Okay, so I'm going to try to start migrating them towards where the gate is that I'm going to let them out. That sort of would be a good beeline out of the camp.
Okay, how are you going to do that?
How am I going to get them to follow me?
Yeah.
Oh, I am going to say, hey, goats, we got to get moving this way. And I kind of like pat them on their butts and move them towards the direction I want to go.
So cute.
Animal handling, animal handling.
I mean, now it's an animal handling for sure. I'm trying to figure out if it's with disadvantage.
With the butt patting.
Yeah, it doesn't seem great, but like, Listen, I'm no druid, so maybe we just do a straight roll.
Randall, you got to use food. I know 2 things about goats. They have weird poops and they like to eat everything.
Yeah.
Oh, they also like to climb.
That's an amazing wiki on goats. Thank you.
I don't need the food. I got them.
No, butt pats is where it's at. Do it.
Well, I need to get them motivated, and then they just follow me because they think something great is going to happen.
Oh my God.
All right, this is good.
Wow. This goating would not pass in today's day and age, is all I'm saying. In the 80s, you could get away with this.
All right, so are we ready?
Oh my God, the bleat 2 movement. Ugh.
Oh.
Are we ready for animal handling here?
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. You got this.
Don't do a Tommy on this.
Yeah, don't use the green dice.
It's an awfully long pause.
Yeah, what's going on down there? Are you alive?
14.
Hey!
Oh, that's good.
Solid.
Obviously, these goats have been patted on the butt before. Know what's up and what you expect of them.
I don't like your tone.
I mean, I'm just fulfilling the story you laid out for me.
Well,
Wow.
mistakes were made. Okay, well, now I'm just going to try to Pied Piper these guys.
Yep.
All right.
So they're following you. Yep.
Hey, goats, come on. We're doing a thing. We're going on a little trip. I'm going to show you the town. When's the last time you guys saw the town? There's all sorts of tin cans or whatever it is you guys eat in movies. Arby's? Do you guys like Arby's?
Oh my God, take him to the Arby's.
We'll go through the drive-thru.
Drive.
So I'm going to get to the gate, and I'm just going to open up the gate.
That's so good.
Pop the gate open, and we're on our way.
Oh my God. The Great Escape starts.
It's beautiful. How many goats are we talking?
That's such a good question. I'm going to say that there are 18 goats.
Whoa!
That's solid.
That's like a lot more than I was envisioning. Wow.
I thought it was like 2.5 goats. I love that TV show, by the way.
No, if you're going to milk some goats and have some goats for breeding and then just have some goats for like climbing around and chewing poison ivy.
And like fun goats and like...
For admiring.
No, you're vanity goats. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, with the horns. Yeah.
So a group of goats are known as a tribe or a trip.
That's cool.
A trip.
You have a trip of 18 goats.
Goats be tripping.
I think I do. All right, let's do it.
All right, so Randall's on his way with distraction intact. All right, who's up next?
Randall, I'm so goddamn proud of you.
I know, right?
Well, let's see how this goes, right?
Oh, yeah. What happens now?
So are we waiting until the people run out after the goats before we move the truck close, or should we get close so we can pounce? Truck pounce.
Wasn't there like a Safeway kind of on the other side of the goat area that we went to last time that was like not on their grounds that the truck could go to, or was that on Colonial Cogni grounds?
Well, we were on bike at the time.
Oh, right.
I don't know if it was truck friendly or not. I mean, this truck can go anywhere. I drove it off road just a little bit earlier.
On purpose.
Yeah, you could drive the truck that way. Yeah, it's definitely like a wooded, older logging path kind of style thing, but you could probably get a truck in there, especially this truck.
Is there like a fence in between where that forest would be and then the forge?
There is, but it's just a split rail fence, so if you wanted to take it apart, it's like literally a minute of moving some wood.
Yeah. All right, perfect. So that sounds like a good use of goat time.
Oh, this fence is terrible.
It was a real bad fence, but you know, colonial times.
Hey, I worked on that fence.
Oh,
That's why it's so terrible.
I worked very briefly on it.
And we'll make the Indians pay for it.
Amy, what you gonna do? I think I could stay with you for a while and even longer if I do. Don't you think the time is right for us to find all the things that I can...
All right, so you're able to open the fence up. No goats are in there now, and so you have a clear path. You're going to have to drive over this meadow, but that shouldn't be a problem.
All right. Bitchin'.
let's do it.
Is the meadow sort of a downhill grade or uphill?
Doesn't matter.
No, I'm just wondering if you want to like ninja this business. If we like, isn't there a thing in the movies where they turn the car off and it just sort of like coasts in all quiet?
Ooh.
That's a great idea, but I had a little bit of a hard time getting it started, so
Oh, got it.
play it safe, I think.
Okay, good call.
And are we waiting for the screams to start before we move in?
God, I mean, we want to move as fast as we can, right? And also, as soon as that goat business goes down, like, no one's going to notice this truck.
Oh my God, I can't wait. Do you want fries with that? Nah.
So I think we should ease in, but maybe it's time to turn off the bitchin' tunes.
Okay, yeah, if we have to, I suppose. Turn off the dulcet tones.
Amy, what you gonna...
And then we idle in as quietly as we can.
Yep.
All right, I mean, so it's a throaty rumble. Yeah, and it is downhill, so you can just sort of like let it creep along at idle, moving forward. It in first creeps along as it's sitting there, and then eventually you're going to come to another split rail fence. So what's the plan there?
I think we gently and quietly run it over.
That sounds awesome.
Holy Moses!
That escalated quickly.
Let's do it. I love it.
Oh man, you guys are going for all the stars in the Grand Theft Auto thing.
I said gently.
Yeah.
So you guys recognize that Tommy does not plan to stop at about like 6 feet away from...
Oh, Tommy, are you not going to stop now? Are we not stopping? You're an awesome driver. I'm not terrified.
Hey, relax. I'm going to be gentle.
Oh my God.
I can't make myself do this on command, but I start belching profusely because my stomach is so upset and I'm so nervous.
How are these tires going to hold up?
There you go.
Oh my God. All right, so yeah, the truck crunches into the fence and pushes it over without really too much of a trouble and drives right over it, leaving a broken and twisted wreck.
And that brings us into the angry bull field.
No, you passed through the goat livestock field, and now from this point, you're able to drive on the gravel paths of Colonial Cogni and get yourself to the smithy. It's a fairly quick shot. You have to go by a couple other buildings, but it seems like everything is dark and uninhabited around this area.
And don't worry, guys. This is like a medieval village, and they can't see nothing that doesn't fit in their time, so we're safe.
Is that how it works?
Oh, totally.
Okay. So weird. Does Mike have any, like, of those pullover hunting masks for winter hunting? Because I feel like we should be incognito in case anyone spots us.
Incogni, sorry.
Hey-oh!
Well, from downtown.
Tip your waitresses.
He might have some in the back. You could check under the empties, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah, I want to look around to see if there's anything that we can use to conceal our faces.
He doesn't really use it for winter hunting. It's more like, when he's short on rent money and stuff.
Oh, okay. That's exciting. Or if we had some tape, I could just sort of tape a bunch of these cans together and fashion a weird metal hat.
We were robbed by a natty light.
Can I walkie to Randall and check on the goat situation?
Sure, let's hear it.
Randall!
Use fake names!
I'm the goat man.
Goatman 1! What's the 40?
I don't know what that means. But I'm getting there. I mean, they don't move too fast because they're goats.
Where are you at? What landmark in town?
I'm actually near Mikey Bender's house. Does that count?
Oh my God, no, what?
You're Mikey. You see Mikey anywhere? What's he wearing?
They're eating his trampoline.
I do not see Mikey anywhere. This is just an accident. I was not intending to go this way.
Like, Mikey Bender's house isn't on the way to anything. Like, it kind of feels like you went there on purpose.
I'm having a little bit of trouble guiding the goats.
Is it time to make the call that the goats are loose?
No, we're just like in a fucking neighborhood. We gotta get somewhere impressive.
Oh my God, that's perfect. No, Mikey's kind of a friend, so just kind of lead him to Mikey's house, and then you split, and then they'll just be at Mikey's house.
No.
I was hoping for downtown.
Yeah, I think they got to get further into town. I think the goats need to be in the park or at the rec field.
Or maybe the Arby's.
Maybe at the tire fire.
I don't think I can get to the tire fire.
All right, check in when the goats are somewhere good, okay?
Okay.
Over and out, fucker!
All right, so I'm going to try and take the goats towards downtown, but I need to keep them out of the public eye, so we're kind of sticking to wooded areas, maybe backyards where possible, and we're just going on a little trip.
All right, that sounds like a classic stealth roll to me. Let's see what you got.
Well, but goats are naturally stealthy, so I would probably have advantage, right? I rolled an unnatural 20.
Yeah! I mean, these goats are into you, and they are into following you, and it's really taking all their attention. They're all sticking close to each other, and you guys are moving like a well-oiled machine, quietly, efficiently through the neighborhoods of Cogni.
Oh my god.
If only the Cogni residents knew what was afoot. Mere feet from their homes.
If only.
Goats in the public pool, unisex mall. The weekly dump duel overpasses will fall. The fountain's on fire, but I have no fear, 'cause Cogni is drowning and I live by the river.
Dungeon calling.
Where we meet the kids and start doing what the school forbids.
Nice work, guys. That was excellent.
This was fun.
Thanks, everybody.
So we're probably on for next week, it sounds like?
Or is, Tony, aren't you traveling?
No, I'm on next week. I'm good. It's the week after that we're traveling.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Rad.
Excellent.
We'll all be in prison hospital by then, so.
That's exactly.
This is true. Yeah.
It's all right. Mike knows someone on the inside who owes him a favor, so we'll be fine.
On the inside of prison hospital.
I'm glad we'll have our D&D books, so it'll all work out.
Yeah, we'll be fine.